it's Corey. What's up? Come join me. I am so excited to share this guided practice with you, especially this time of year. It's December, and often we get super distracted and overwhelmed and stressed and anxious and just a little bit disconnected more than usual. And this practice that I'll be sharing with you is something you can do every day, all the time, just to help you come back to you, to make you feel that you are more grounded, more centered, able to make decisions more quickly, and to make those decisions from your highest self, from a place of honoring the best in you and the best in the situation and for everyone involved. So, if you are there, say hello, and I will jump in as soon as I get this shared. All right, so December is a special time of year. It's obviously a time for reflection, a time also a lot of times for contemplation of what we hope for. We hope to, our vision for the next year, for the coming year. And can also be a time of a lot of stress, because if you haven't maybe gotten to where you wanted to go in this current year, we can place a lot of stress on ourselves to make up for it in the year that is ahead. And so a lot of times December can bring up a lot of depression, a lot of isolation, a lot of just beating ourselves up and self-criticism. Even more so, I think we all have the tendency to be critical of ourselves, but I think it kicks in an even higher intensity level in December, which is actually a time of year where we probably more than any other time of year need to be more kind with ourselves and compassionate with ourselves, and also allow ourselves the space to appreciate all that we have accomplished and really acknowledge how far we have come, even if it doesn't feel like we have, so that we're in a better place to start preparing for the year ahead. So this practice I'll share with you is a way for you to start to tune into what that is for you, so that you can make decisions from a more grounded space and in a place that is connected from the heart, mind, and soul. So it's not out of balance, meaning that your head is telling you one thing, your heart telling you another thing, and then you're in conflict all the time. So, of course, the first thing to do is to connect with your breath. And so you can rub your hands together, start to feel your sensation in your hands, start to feel a little bit of heat and energy. If you are open to it, close your eyes and just start to notice your stomach expanding as you exhale and then contracting as you inhale. Opposite, expanding as you inhale, contracting as you exhale. So even expand even further when you inhale and contract almost as if your belly button can touch your spine as you exhale. And really start to pay attention of where you're noticing any tension, any stress, any anxiety in your body, perhaps in your chest area, maybe in your shoulders and your jaw. And allow it to be released as you connect even more deeply with your breath, and allow your breath to become even longer. So if you're not sure what that means or what that feels like, you can count your inhalations and exhalations so that they become longer. So you can start with 3 or 5, go up to 8 or 10 as you inhale, and then hold that breath for the same number of counts. Exhale for the same number of counts. And in that way, you are consciously allowing your breath to slow down and expand, which calms your nervous system, which is the place that you ideally want to be in when you're making decisions. You don't want to be in a state of stress or anxiety or desperation or depression. You want to be in a place of equanimity, so at peace with the moment, because in this moment, there is nothing wrong. In this very precise moment, everything is just okay. And so that's the moment to design from and create from. So once you have that sense of being more connected to your body, feeling your connection to your breath, imagine now all that energy that you have within you, the energy of your breath that's creating, regenerating your cells, that all, pumping your blood, so many things happening energetically and electrically and chemically in your body. And think about that energy expanding out of you And then all the energy around you coming up from the bottom of the earth. Think about all the grounding elements, the nutrients coming up from the earth into your feet, into your body. And then imagine, hi Anna, yay, so nice to see you. And then imagine all the energy from the sun, the moon, the stars, the universe, all that potent energy. And all that energy is also coming into you. So coming in through your crown chakra, coming in through your head, into your body, and spiraling around at your center. Your center of your body is your core, your sense of power and identity. And so those two energetic fields coming in and meeting at your center, and the energy that you are dancing around with it. And now in that space, as I guide you through some questions, connect with your breath and your energy and your heart, and let your heart be the guide before you let your head start to take over. And so the idea here is we want to be connected with our heart and our head and our soul, so that we're making decisions that are for the best for every area of our life. That we're not just making rational, logical decisions that maybe feel like we're cutting part of our joy away, but we also don't want to make decisions purely from a place of impulsivity, which sometimes we might feel we do when we just act from feelings. And so we want to have a really great connection between our head, heart, and soul, so that the decisions that we make feel like energy, that we're excited, we're motivated, we're inspired, we're taking actions that we never would have imagined we're taking. And that's from a place of inspiration and from energy and from feeling turned on and lit up and on fire, no matter what's going on around you. And so that's the place to get into before you start to answer questions. And so some of the questions that I'll lead you through, just a few questions, because I, in the past, had a tendency myself to be really caught up in my head and then just question after question after question. And while self-exploration is great and introspection is great, we can do that obviously to an extreme where all we do is question with our head, not connected to our heart or our soul. And then of course we stay disconnected. We don't actually make progress. What I have found, hi Susie, is that we actually start to feel worse about ourselves instead of better. And the idea of finding clarity and feeling a sense of groundedness and centeredness is to feel lighter and more decisive, not more confused. And often when we get too caught up in questioning, we become more confused, more stuck, and less decisive. And so the idea is to be mindful of the questions you're asking, and then how much time you're giving yourself for those questions, and then ensuring it's being filtered through your heart and your soul, so that your heart and soul is guiding and your head is the one guiding you to take the actions, because action has to happen. We can't just stay in the land of answering questions and journaling. We have to take action. Cool? Okay, so now I want you to think about the year of 2019 and just imagine yourself at this time last year, so this time of year 2018 actually, December 2018, and think about where you were, what you were thinking about, all the things that were happening. And then my dog is deciding that she wants to be in the video. And then do a quick sort of fast forward, go through all the different months on a pretty decent pace, and just imagine all the different things, like maybe the milestones or more significant moments throughout the year. And then think of where you are now. And even if you're in a place where you feel like maybe you haven't progressed as much as you would like, and you maybe are feeling a little bit discouraged, think about all the things that you have accomplished and how far you have grown, and how far you've come and how much you have grown. And send out a deep breath and full belly breath of appreciation for you being able to be in this place at this time, and to be able to make the decisions for your future in a much different place than you were a year ago. And imagine all the worries and fears and anxieties that you had a year ago just disappearing, just fading away. And as you come back to this present moment, think about how much wiser, stronger, resilient, creative, resourceful you are at this moment than you were a year ago. And from that space, think about what would really delight you in 2020. What are the things that would give you energy? What would your day look like? What are the activities that would become non-negotiable instead of someday? What are the types of clients you would be working with, or the types of work that you would be engaging in on a more consistent basis if it's been a little bit less consistent? And then imagine your relationships. So how have your relationships progressed, and how do you want them to continue to progress? Perhaps elevating your sense of connection and integrity and honesty and vulnerability and authenticity in your relationships. And send that out into the future, knowing that all that you desire is possible for you and is coming to you, and it is within you because it is for you to bring into being. Now let those two passages, reviewing the past and playing with the future, commingle with all that energy you have coursing through you. And in that space, think about the type of person, more than anything else. What are the types of feelings that you want to experience in the coming year? So imagine having a sense of deep security in who you are, knowing with confidence what you're here for, what you stand for, having a sense of deep appreciation for who you are and all that you've created and the people in your life and your health. Think about a sense of joy in your activities and energy for all the activities that you love. And more than anything else, think about that is the person that you are, that is the person that you are becoming, and that is the person that you will continue to evolve as you continue to progress into the future. And realize that it's that energy that will create the external reality that you desire. So if you desire to bring in more income or change your job or transition a little bit in some area of your life or bring your relationship to a different level, it starts with you. That's why this is called Come Back to You, because you create that through your energy and through your being. And so you have to become that person first before your external reality will reflect that back to you. And then once your external reality reflects that back to you, you'll notice it actually wasn't the external reality that you were craving. It was that internal sense of contentment and security and joy and confidence that you were craving. And when you had that, the external reality was just an added bonus. It was actually a result of who you are. So, sorry, my dog is not cooperating. All right, so we'll go ahead and close, but I want you to hold on to that. And actually what I would love you to do is to write down what stirred up for you, and especially that part of who you want to be no matter what. No matter what's going on around you, no matter what your external reality looks like, who is the person that you want to be, and what are the activities that you're currently doing that you can start to shift to reflect that new sense of being. And then write down what are your commitments moving ahead, so that you are engaging the heart with playing around with the imagination and creativity and the soul to really connect with the energy, and then bring it into reality through your head. So writing it down, what you truly are committed to. And I, of course, would love if you would write in the comments what you're committed to, so I could help hold that space for you as well, and that reality for you as well as you create that. And if you are looking for support in creating something different and really feeling a sense of completion and confidence and closure and clarity, and wanting to have some support and committing to making 2020 the best year ever and feeling great about closing and completing 2019, I'm offering an awesome special that I've never offered before. So it's 30 days with me intensive to help you bridge 2019 into 2020 with soul, with heart, and with action, because we of course, have to take action, and taking aligned actions and actions that are turned on and lit up and energetic and really feel like fun. So send me a DM if you're interested in learning more about that 30-day intensive with me. I'd love to work with you on that. And thank you all for being here. See you all soon.